And there you go. We started the recording. So, Stematios, you came here first. Can you kindly give us your report? What have you been up to?
Sure. Hey, everyone. So I have been under the weather recently, so I haven't been able to join the meetings, but I'm still working on the React Agile Ventures page. So there's still an issue with the navigation. Basically, when you click on the checkbox, the navigation comes down, but then it immediately comes back up. So I'm still trying to debug through that issue and trying to figure out where that issue is happening. So that's me.
All right, so that's what you've been up to, and your blogger, I guess. I wish I was in a position to help you on that.
No problem. Just takes more time actually than.
All right, Stella did a bit of React some time back. I don't know if she'll be able to help or maybe get curious enough to get involved in that particular project. So you guys can link up maybe after this.
Sure.
All right. Okay, so we can go over to Stella. She was second. I can see Will also here. Will, hey.
Hi.
All right, so Stella, kindly give us a report. Can't hear you just in case you're talking, Stella.
I said, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go on.
I said, I think I backslided in React.
All right, so you no longer do React. That's what you mean.
I haven't done it in a long time.
All right, no worries about that. So Stematios can go do some Stack Overflow, and I'm sure he'll do it. He's a nice guy on that. All right, sure. So can you give us a report?
So yesterday I updated the website one installation docs, because when you're trying to DB migrate, one was getting on some key missing. So I switched the steps because that one was solving the problem. Yeah.
All right, has it been matched?
Doing that. Probably will take over from where we left last week on local support.
Okay, no problem. So has it been merged in Node yet? I can see this.
I don't think so. I'm not sure. I haven't checked.
Yeah, it's not been merged in and it has some conflict. So maybe you can have a look at the conflict and update that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. Any blocker?
No.
Okay, no blockers. So who did we have next here? Will? Yeah, Will, can you give us a report, please?
Yeah, sure thing. I've been working on my project, Y. I've figured out a way to describe it, which is that it's money that donates. I'm stuck with trying to work out how I can use Chai, which is one of the assertion frameworks, to listen for a code that throws where I'm expecting it to throw, because it's an asynchronous function, and I don't know if you have any experience with that. I found something called Chai as promise, which I think will deal with promises, but I'm trying to find out if there's a way that my framework can do this already. I'm just surprised that it's not built into my framework, so I'm just waiting for a reply from that, but I'm stuck on it, that's all.
Okay, I don't know if anyone is in a position to help on that. Stematios, maybe?
I'm a little bit unfamiliar about what Will is talking about, but I mean, I don't mind to lend a hand. I don't know what good I would be, but I don't mind to.
Okay. You mean right now, or are we going to wait until the scrum is over?
I guess it's to me. I mean, whatever you prefer.
Siggy, what do you think? Oh, Siggy. Am I on my own, or is Siggy just gone?
Sorry, guys, I got lost. Yeah, sorry about that. So I was saying that probably you can talk after this, maybe, about the project. Stella Teals and
okay.
Yeah. All right,
Thanks,
sure thing. Yeah. So for the JavaScript testing frameworks, Chai, we normally have Chai. We have Jasmine. So many of them. I don't know how you managed to come up with a decision on that, Will. Anything that informed your decision?
So it's the test framework that's used by the development framework that I'm using, which is called Truffle. And so I'm just trying. I'm really thinking that there must be Truffle must have a way to do this, because it's a framework for developing smart contracts, and every call to a smart contract is asynchronous. So if a function on the smart contract fails, if it throws, then surely the test framework should be able to detect that.
Yeah, it should be able to.
I'm just trying. You'd think, wouldn't you? Yeah. So that's what I'm stuck with. I've asked this in the chat room for the support for the framework, but I've not had any response. I might try asking a question in a different way or something.
All right, let's hope for the best. You can also try that on the Stack Overflow, just in case.
Yeah, I've had a look on there, but yeah, I'll have another look.
All right, so we can continue the reports. Getty? No, we can't hear you. Okay, you can use my microphone.
Hi, guys. So far, I was working on an issue about volunteer ops. I can say I'm kind of done with it. Sigu is helping me out with the tests for Cucumber, Capybara. I'm not so familiar with them, so we're pairing with Sigu to work on them. And for the better part of the day, we mobbed on a book, a Ruby book, and learned about arguments and how such actually apply on the local support code. Yeah, that's just about it. So far, no blockers apart from me learning how to actually write tests. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. We actually had to physically switch microphones. Okay, so we happen to be in the same room. Now, let's go over to Kevin, maybe. Kevin, can you report?
Okay, hey guys. Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, mob programming, let's say mob session on a Ruby book. Then we did some katas. I'm also working on some Python CRUD app. So I'm in the process of seeing how I can develop a CRUD app with Python and SQL Alchemy and MySQL. Yeah. Then on the local support, we've been having a problem with the, let me say, the Travis test. So with the guide with Sigu and working with Musa, we managed to solve the failures we were having on the Travis. Then we also realized that we were using the daytime picker. Then on the start, on the event date also, they were using the date picker. So I think Sigu actually created an issue such that we'll refactor such that we can use the daytime picker for doing both the selection on date and time. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, about that. So previously, Stella had started that issue, so she was using date picker as the gem, and when Musa and Kevin came in and started working on the feature that adds the ability to add time to an event, they had to add another gem called date time picker. So they seem to be doing the same exact thing, but the current pull request that is open, we can merge that in. Then after merging that in, you guys can choose which one of the two is appropriate. Okay. So after you merge whatever you have open, you can choose which one of the two is appropriate, then make sure that it works as expected. All right. So Musa, if you have anything to add on that.
Hi guys. Actually, I don't have much to say. It's only that the two gems, the date picker and date time picker. Okay, in the date picker, it cannot allow you to choose the time, the exact time when the event will start. But the date time picker, it allows you to choose the when the event will start and when the event will end. So that's why I think it's better to use the date time picker over the date picker. And also today in the morning, I was looking at some, uh, I can say the opportunities on freelancing, and I was just reading the client's requirements. I don't know if that's the best way to learn, also to improve my skills, so that if I find a requirement which I don't know, but I can learn about it. I don't know if there's the best way to learn or and to improve my skills. If someone can help me in that.
About that, some time back I listened to a podcast, and they were saying that sometimes you can see that the job postings that are normally there, whatever they write there, it's actually sometimes not what they want. There's some HR seated somewhere who always uses that template when they're looking for someone. So it was a nice podcast. I can share that with you if I'll be able to find it, just to explain to you how job postings are done and what you should know. And the fact you should avoid having what you call, how do you call it, the imposter syndrome, thinking that you don't know and you need to know more than you actually know. So you can start applying for any job at any time. Failure will be a lesson. Okay, you from the failure you'll know what you need to know on that particular interview. All right.
Okay, I really appreciate on that resource.
All right, so I'll share with you that particular podcast on how that was done. I don't know if Stella, Timothyos, or Will has anything about that.
I'd like to have that podcast link as well. That sounds good.
All right, thank you. So Lucy, she's not given a report yet. Lucy, report.
Hi. Today I'm just listening in.
Right, nice. She's listening in, so I'm happy that we made it for this particular scrum. If anyone has anything to add, I forgot about myself. Sorry. So, okay, Stella, go on.
Yeah, before we listen to you, Lucy should also have something to tell us.
Okay, Lucy, anything? Okay, we can't hear you. So let me just give my report. So on my side, since morning, we've been doing a mob session with Kevin. It's Kevin, Musa, Mise, that's Lucy, and Getty. We've been doing that since morning. Then after that, we did a few katas. It was actually one. We did one in Python and Ruby, the same challenge. We usually do this every single day. So just to keep up with, just to refresh our knowledge before we start working on the projects. Then I've done some pull request reviews. I've been looking at the open pull request and updating any that's out of date. Also making comments and labeling the pull request so we can easily identify if any needs the attention or if any one of them is up for grabs, if any one of them is newbie friendly, probably. I've also worked with Getty on helping her get started on feature test, how do you call it, integration test, the acceptance test, I mean, the cucumber, capybara, and the likes. Yeah, also updated my online freelancing profile, just so that at least I can earn a few shillings that I can use to move around. That's my report. So any other person with anything else to say? Okay, that's officially the end of the scrum. So you're free to leave. For Kevin and Musa, I'll be merging in your pull request after the review. Getty will continue on the pairing. May say you need to work on something so that tomorrow in the morning you can have a good scrum. Okay? All right. Thank you guys for joining. Talk to you guys later.
See you
Cheers.
later, Sigu.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good day, everyone.